there are huge application of mathematics in physics. Okay, without knowing those formulas, those concepts, we cannot proceed further. So we'll start today mathematical tools. Now there are various parts of this also. Trigonometry is there. Then there are other things that you will study in mathematics. Now two things that you will study later on, but since it is very much important and required for the next classes, so we'll start with differentiation. Two main concepts we'll study. One is differentiation and other one is integration. So I'm going to make two parts of it. Today one part differentiation, and next time when we'll study kinematic equations, then we'll do integrations. Okay. So now let us see what is differentiation. Students, have patience, try to understand. Okay. See, it is there in maths. There we'll study it in details. So here I am going to use some shortcuts so that you understand it for the physics purpose only. Okay. And I'll try to make it very easy. Let us first understand what is the meaning of differentiation. Okay. And where it is used. So for the first, tell me, what do you know about slope? Do you know the meaning of slope? Have you even ever heard this name, slope? So if we have a graph of x versus y, here x is changing and here y is changing. So I have plot a graph like this. So okay, with x, y is changing, with x, y is changing. So what is the slope for this graph? So very simple, it is the angle that this line is making. Okay, so any line which is making an angle with the positive x-axis, this is the positive x-axis, here negative x-axis. So with the positive x-axis, whatever angle it is making, if we will take the tan theta of it, okay, then we will get the slope. So if this is the graph, this was the graph, then slope is tan theta, tan of this angle. To find the tan theta, what we do? Now suppose for this graph where x is here, y is here, and the line is like this. So what is happening? Here also theta. If I draw a line like this, here also we'll get the same theta. The angle is not changing. Here also we are getting the same theta. So when the graph is linear, we can see that angle is not changing. Okay, so the slope that is equals to tan theta, which is same at all the points. That is why we can say that this slope is constant. Okay, slope is not changing. But for a graph which is like this, okay, suppose a graph is like this, which is not linear, it is like this, then what is happening? See here, if I want to find the angle at this point, so what will be the theta? So I have to draw a tangent to it. So this will give me the slope, this will give me the theta. But at this point if I want, then again I have to draw a tangent like this, and this angle is giving me tan, this from this angle we'll get the tan theta. So here we can see that slope is changing at each point. Okay, so slope at first case was tan theta 1, at second case was tan theta 2. So in linear one we have the slope which is constant, but with the graph which is not linear, we can see that the slope is variable. Now how do we find the slope? How do we find the tan theta? Suppose I have this graph, so what I will do, I will take 2 points from this graph. All these things I think that you have studied in class 10. So we will take 2 points, point 1 and point 2. Let us suppose that point 1 is having the coordinates x1 and y1, point 2 is having the coordinates x2 and y2. So if I want to find the slope, that is tan theta, it will be equals to perpendicular upon base. So this was x1, this was y1, this was x2 and y2 coordinates. Means this point in x-axis is x1 and here it is y1, here it is x2 and here it is y2. So let us take this triangle out over here. Okay, so what is this length? This length, this whole was x2 and this was x1. So what about this length? This is x2 minus x1. In the same way, whole length is y2 and this is y1. So what about this length? This is y2 minus y1. So this length is only this, and this one is the base. So this is y2 minus y1, this is x2 minus x1. I think there is no problem. This is y2 minus y1, this is x2 minus x1. So what is tan theta? Perpendicular. This is the perpendicular. This is 90 degrees. Suppose I have made this triangle such that it is giving us 90 degree. So this is 90 degrees. Suppose, so this is the perpendicular and this is the base. It's perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is y2 minus y1, base is x2 minus x1. This is all about your linear curve. So we can see here, the good news is all the points, this theta is same. If I take, suppose, another point, suppose first we have considered this point, suppose I am taking another point theta, there also we will see that y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is same. But is it true for the non-linear graph? Suppose I am having a non-linear graph, is it true? This was our graph. So according to this graph, we can see that at each point, suppose point 1, the theta is theta 1. But if I am taking point 2, then here the slope is theta 2. If I am taking point 3, here slope is theta 3, here slope is theta 4. So angle is changing in every point. In this case, if I want to find the slope, if I want to find the tan theta, how can I find? See, if suppose this was the line, if I have taken 2 points, point 1 and point 2 in this graph, I want to find the tan theta, then what will happen? If I will draw this this tangent, will this pass from both the points like this? Either it will cut both the points, so it cannot be the tangent, so it will not give the slope. So but the points are x1, x2 and y1, y2. So here if we try to find, so this was this whole thing is y2 minus y1, but now it is not coming that much. This much is your this should include in our triangle, but it is not included. So what to do? So in this type of curves, to solve this, to find, so we cannot find the slope in this way. To find the slope in this type of curve, what we can do is, we have to take this 2 point very near to point 1, or take 1 point very near to point 2. Make it very close. See, like this. Suppose this was 1. From 2 point, we have taken this 2 and we have kept it so close over here. Very small point. So even if I draw the tangent, now both the points are included in our tangent. Means 1 and 2 are very close to each other. In the same way, if I take 1 over here, okay, near to 2, then what is happening? 1 and 2 are very close. Now if I draw the tangent, both the points are passing through the tangent. Means here also, if I find the tan theta, then I can get it. I'll get it. Let us magnify, suppose this one. So suppose point 2 was having x2 y2 and point 1 was having x1 y1. So again this one will be y2 minus y1 and the down one will be x2 minus x1. So what about the slope? So this 1 and 2 is so close that y2 minus y1 that we were considering is very small. See, if these 2 points are very close to each other, then in the first case, what happened? 1 point was here, another point was here. That is why this distance was also very large. But now, since both the points are very close, this distance is also very small, and also this distance is also very small. y2 minus y1 is also very small, and x2 minus x1 is also very small. It is so small that it is almost equals to 0, but not equal to 0. Means it is tending to get to 0, but it is not 0. It is very, 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 very small. So these type of quantities which is so small but not equal to 0, in physics we represent it by like this, dx and dy. So small quantity we will represent it as x2 minus x1 as dx. Very small change in in your x-axis, and very small change in your y-axis, that is dy. Okay. So now if I want to find the slope, here in place of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 dy, in place of x2 minus x1 dx. So slope will be tan theta, that is in place of this I can write dy and this as dx. This is only the differentiation. Okay, so directly I could have told you that differentiation means very small change with respect to another small change. But I have told you all this so that you know that differentiation means it is nothing but the slope, which is slope of the curve, slope of a variable curve, okay, and which is very, very, very small change in y with respect to x. So this is the most important part that you have to know. Dy by dx represent very small change in y with respect to small change in x. or we can say rate of change of y with respect to x. When we use the formula, suppose power is equals to work done upon time, what we say? Work done with respect to time. So in the same way, very small change in y with respect to x, we call it like this. So this is the main concept that we have to know. Now if it is dy by dx, it means the rate of change of y with respect to x. Similarly, if it is not x, here can be another thing. Suppose there was the graph y versus x, then we have said it. But if graph was y and here theta, then what would be the slope? Dy upon d theta, rate of change of y with respect to theta. If it was upon y x and t, then rate of change of x with respect to t. If it was dy by dt, then rate of change of y with respect to t. Means anything can be differentiated like this. Okay, dy upon the rate of change of the numerator with respect to rate of change of the denominator. Now let us go to the formula. For that I am making another video.